So this is my Take a Note A5 in English for 2023. I also purchased the shimmering cover from Take a Note as well. And just for a quick setup of this and a quick run through of how I'll use it. So for this part, it's a habit tracker, and you'll see there are 2 spaces allotted for each month of the year. So I think my overall idea would be to track 2 different habits per month instead of having 2 of the same for the entire year. I think it's going to help me be more motivated. And for this particular portion, I think a lot of people use this as a sort of index or table of contents or something. But my idea is to set this up like a list of films, series, restaurants, and other such things that I will be enjoying for the year 2023. So since there are 2 pages for with 6 months each for this one, I'm gonna fill up the January to June first. So let me just set this up real quick so you can see how it's going to look. And this idea is actually inspired by Ina Christina. You can check out her YouTube channel. She's really wonderful. She's actually the reason why I'm attempting this year to try the Take a Note planner, because for those of you who already know, I am an avid Hobonichi user. So yeah, I'll get started with setting this up. And to help me with this one, I have my Everyday Explorers Co. And you can even see the price here. I purchased this from the Common Room at UP Town Center. So just to give you an idea, I will also be using this particular stamp pigment ink from Versa. I think this is Versa. As well as this one. It's both of which are the Brilliance series, I guess. One is in Coffee Bean, the other one is in Starlight Silver, and a Memento one, Paris Dusk. That I am done setting this page up, currently watching will list all the films that I will be watching for 2023. I think the ideal should be the new films, not the ones that I would rewatch. because I do have a lot of films I rewatch. So whether it's in the cinema or at home, as long as they are films. So they will go under here. Currently eating for, I will specifically list restaurants that I went to, not the actual food, just the restaurant. Binge watching would be for series, so anything that is episodal will go here. Listening will be music or songs that I find I really enjoyed for the year, especially those ones that I would listen to repeatedly. Currently reading, of course, would be for any books, magazines, written material that I will be reading for 2023. Currently playing will be video games. So maybe just so this is clear to me, I might confuse these two. I don't know. Playing could also mean music to some people. So maybe just to make it easier to remember, I have to use one of my Kina print stickers, the icon stickers specifically for video games. But of course, it doesn't have to be just video games for this one. I have become very much interested in playing different board games now because of my brother's girlfriend. And I think I can also put those on here whenever we play those games. It'll be nice to keep track of everything we play too. So I'll just pop this here. Okay. Just so I have a marker that I am referring to video games and not, yeah, anything else. So that's the first section. There is a second section. I'm not sure how I'll use this yet, so I might leave that blank for now until I figure something out. Also December 22nd, for those of you who aren't aware, I do not migrate the previous year to my planner. So if this is for 2023, it will only have dates and records and any particular journaling from me from January 1st to December 31st of 2023. So I will always leave this blank or use it to decorate or something, or as something else entirely, like maybe ink swatching, but this will never be used on December 22nd, 2022 rather. So I'll always start here. I am still unsure how I will be using the monthly. Actually, I'd like to list maybe a highlight of the day, an event maybe, but I'm not so sure because I am actually also thinking of doing highlights of the day on this part of the Take a Note planner. There is a week at a glance for every beginning of the week. So you have Monday through Wednesday on this page, and on the next you have Thursday to Sunday of the same week. So notice that this portion is only specific to where Monday starts. And I feel like this would be a better space for highlights of the week, but I'm not entirely sure if it's a good idea to put that here packed with my memory keeping, my journaling every day. Because again, my Take a Note planner will be used mainly for memory keeping. So lots of photos, maybe movie tickets, receipts will be placed here. I do not want to make use of smaller planners for that particular purpose because I want a lot of photos here. I want to be able to look back on all my memories and actually have some sort of visual aid to remind me of my past experiences. So I am not yet sold on how I'll be using the monthly for this one. If you have any bright ideas, maybe you can leave them in the comment section. I will be very grateful. Some of you might not be using planners but still have ideas. I welcome those so much. So please do comment something, just give me an idea. Anything will help, honestly, at this point. So the rest of the planner is just a series of the daily or weekly view. In a vertical format, you have the time slots here, but I'm not entirely sure if I will even use those or if I'll just free flow write my journal entries every day. And I again will also not use this for any work related stuff, so you will not see any schedules or appointments here for work. That is a big no-no for this one. I want this planner to be a sentimental compilation of my 2023. I don't want anything that has to do with work, because honestly I want to keep my work life and my personal life separate. It's a struggle doing that, but it must be done. And towards the end of this planner, you do have a notes, just a few pages, I think just 4 pages, yeah, of notes on this part. And I've already placed my name there, just for, I'm not entirely sure how to use these. I am not very particular about making use of all the pages on a planner, especially at this point where I have 5 I have 5 in line. So at least at this point you see how I'm using just the first part, just the habit tracker. And that's it for my take a note. Just to mention additionally that for my Hobonichi weeks or duty, I already have an idea actually for the monthly of this one. So again, I'll use this to track all income flow for the year. So just indicating the total amount if I had any income on those days. So you'll mainly see here the numbers or the figures for my salary. And then for the monthly page, again, December 22, 2022, I will not write anything here. Leave this blank. For the actual monthlies, I plan to use these to have a compilation of at most 4 icon stickers. So I might have to do a bit more shopping at Kina Prints or other such shops that offer these cute icon stickers. So if, for example, I spend most of January 5th playing video games and working, so I will be placing those stickers on this one, maybe in a square formation, just to indicate literally with stickers, no words, the highlight or what I spent most on. I mean, what I spent my time most on for that day. I think it'll be fun looking through it after a year. And January will be my trial run, so let's see how that works for me. For now, I will deign to decorate this or anything because I want to keep it as minimalist as possible. Nothing too flashy in terms of the design. So this deco is probably going to be the biggest one for this planner. I just like layering so much. Yeah, and again, this is the English version, so just to add, I actually feel really weird. It's like the font size for the printings of this one is bigger than it is on the Japanese version. That's just how it feels. You can see the difference. I prefer my months in numerical format and then a smaller font for the actual month. But on the English version, I don't know, it's loudly screaming March at me for this one. And yeah, even the days rather, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. Yeah, it's in a larger font size, and I think it's in bold in contrast to this one. I think I prefer this one. There's a lot going on here, but at least those elements underneath the actual date doesn't take away from the attention there. So I really prefer like emphasis on the actual date. So I do not like this format. Yeah, I don't think anybody from Hobonichi will actually watch my videos anyway enough to hear these comments, but that's just my take. I'd like to hear yours. If you prefer the English format or the Japanese format, I might stick with the Japanese format for the succeeding years. Although I do appreciate being able to read the quotes at the bottom of my weeklies, but I don't know, it's still different. But maybe I'll see when I start using these for 2023. So there will be probably another short video of just my decorating the notes section, just the first part of the notes section actually. Again, not too extravagant on the decorating here, but just, you know, these 2 pages. I'd like to cover these up maybe with, I don't know, some deco. And I don't use the index printouts on this one. I always make my own on the first and the second page. So I'll still do that for 2023. So maybe that's something you guys would like to see. It'll just be a very quick time-lapse video of my decorating these, probably with another overlay kind of design. And that's it for this video. It's been really fun doing all these. It's a gloomy afternoon here where I am, so I'm just grateful for the time we can actually do this. Oh, also, I have yet to actually set up my A5 day free. There's not much I can think of in terms of design yet at this point, because I'm still not sold on how to use the monthly for this one, but I already know how I'm going to use the actual daily pages. So I hope you tune into that. I can probably do an update every quarter or every end of the month, so you guys see how things are going for me and my planners, and if my systems are actually working, if they're actually helping me, or if they're just frustrating me. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys tune in for the next one. Bye!